Hello. What time is it? It's almost lunchtime on a Saturday. Here I am, just got done reloading some 300 blackout ammunition. Right now, a friend of mine, we were deliberating. He's also into Well, he's not much into reloading, but he's a U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Works up here in one of the stores and in a gun shop, Robert. And we've been exchanging some opinions about reloading. And one thing that we couldn't understand is that why on certain reloaded ammunition that I have, they weren't chambering properly. As you can see, I have a 300 blackout firearm right here. Now, I'm not going to show any more. I don't know what YouTube regulations are and about firearms and stuff like that. So we'll just leave it there. I have a magazine that's in the housing, and basically now that's empty. So I've already checked on this. All right, I've done all my safety protocols. It's this one that's loaded, but this is just to show you that I have reloaded 300 blackout ammunition. And one thing he asked me, hey Marcus, chamber a few rounds, and he noticed that on his firearm, it wouldn't chamber properly. So what I purposely did was that on a few of them, I went just 0.01 inch below the total maximum length that you could use, that you could actually chamber around, right? Which is supposedly 2.09 inch. So I went 2.088, 2.087, and 0.86. Now, I've tried different chambering procedures to the point where I kind of cheated, right? Because every time I get done reloading a certain batch, and I go like about 20 to 50, and then a given night, I don't go full 100 or 200. That would be counterproductive. I just like reloading because I like reloading, So it's my spare time. I'd go to my garage and start reloading. So I said, I think I got an idea on why yours is not chambering, right? So at 0.089, 88, 87, 86, they were still chambering. So it wouldn't be any fault of the reloading, or it wouldn't be any fault of the cartridge that you just got done. You just finished reloading. So I cheated, right? So what I did, now on any AR-15 platform, I think I kind of figured this out, but I had to test, right? Because every time I get done reloading, I'll put in a batch, and I'll start racking it in, chambering it in, right? And it would chamber, and it would spit out as soon as you chamber another round, spit out till the last round, spit out. So I didn't have a problem chambering. Then I realized that when you pull the charging handle to the rear, you never want to guide it in slowly. That's where we were having problems chambering around. You got to let the firearm do its job. It's got a buffer, it's got a spring, it's got a charging handle. When you rack it back, let go of it. Let the firearm do its job. Because as soon as I wasn't guiding it in slowly, but I was kind of pulling it back 90% and letting it go. The very reason why these things are, the tolerances of these are finite. What I meant is that these things are able to operate at an allowable specification. So the tolerances are built into those specifications. So once you pull the charging handle, and I don't know if you're able, if we could, oh hell, if they ban me, right? So it's already gone, magazine's gone, right? So there you go. Once you pull the charging handle, just let it go. Let it go. It'll chamber. Now, problem is, once you start babying it and start pushing it in, or maybe just even not retracting it all the way back by about 80, 70%, let it go, it's not going to chamber right? So I hope, and I've tried different instances of pulling it back and holding it back, and look, the lower you go, the shorter you go, on any of these rounds. The shorter you go, the better. It'll chamber properly. As though again, there's a minimum length 2.08. I think it's like 2.058. I'm not sure. I don't have the book in front of me. So just go in between that, and then if you have to go max out to 2.09 or any cartridge with a maximum coal, which is basically length, allowable length, all right? Cartridge allowable length, then you could literally use any length as long as it's in between the minimum and the maximum. Just don't baby the charging handle. Just let the charging handle do its job, right? Because you don't need to do that, because I do that because I'll put in like 4 cartridges, right? 4 cartridges or 5 in any specific random order that I've reloaded, put it in a magazine and slap it in without firing it. I charge it in. Now, I don't know if I think it's safe. It's on safe, right? So I don't need my followers. Marcus, you're not supposed to do that. But that is the last step I do on any of my reloaded rounds, right? So today I'm around 170 rounds already. So normally I reload about 300, 400, go to the range, stuff like that, right? But 300 blackout is my go-to round. You guys got any questions? Again, I'm not here for subscriptions. I'm not here for likes. If you guys want to, that's fine. I'm just here to answer questions. You guys will see on my YouTube videos, I answer questions on real estate, or riding a bike, reloading, shooting, and I'm not the expert at shooting. I'm not that guy. I'm not the expert on firearms. I'm not that guy. I'm just a guy that likes to shoot. So if you guys got any questions on any of those topics, hey, feel free, right? You guys take care. Enjoy your day. I got to go to the range. Bye.